Do you feel restricted in your hips when you're trying to descend in your squat? Whether you feel this tightness or not, having mobile hips is key in order to be able to descend comfortably in your squat. So how do we address it? Let's dive in.
Spread your knees out far, okay? Just like so. Just reach out similar to child's pose. You'll rock back. You should feel a stretch right on through the inner thigh. Rock back, hang out there for a couple of seconds, and then rock out of it. Rock back, and out of it. Now if I curl my toes under, what that does is it makes it so that I have to extend my big toes a little bit. So this is also a toe stretch when I do this. You can do it both ways because that big toe needs to be able to extend for something like a lunge. Next drill is similar to this, except for now you kick one leg out. Now we're gonna get a larger stretch through here. And so now, same thing, you're going to rock back, but now it's not gonna be quite as far of a rock back because you need to stretch out the inner thigh. Come back and forth through there, rock 5 to 10 times, and then switch and do the other side. So you're going to come into kind of this exaggerated long lunge position. Bring both of your hands on the inside of your foot here. Now when I do this, I am getting a really good stretch through my inner thigh, through my hip flexor, and I'm driving down. You can even get onto your forearms if you are able to. And then you can also add a rotation. So rotating toward that front leg opens up that back hip even more. Come back to neutral, rotate, come back to neutral. Your elbows can come kind of in just like so. If you have a weight, you can hold a kettlebell or a dumbbell here. And then you're going to lower down. Remember, using all of those squat mechanics. So you're screwing those feet into the ground. You're engaging those glutes. You're lowering down, opening up those knees, and finding your elbows on the inside of your knees. Push out, give some pressure, okay? Hang out here for a couple of seconds, and then you're going to pop your butt up, but drive your chest forward. So it'll look like this. And down, up, and down. I get a stretch out of my hamstrings up at the top. I continue to work on that rotation in my hips, and then I can stand up from there. Do that repeatedly as well. Other two ranges of motion that are extremely important are the rotation. So being able to externally rotate your hip as well as being able to internally rotate your hip. So this is one of my favorite positions. This is called the 90-90 position. Essentially you have external rotation of your front hip and internal rotation of your back hip going on at the same time. So it's two stretches in one. What you can do is reach forward into more external rotation of that front hip, and then you can reach backward, rock backward into more internal rotation of the back hip.
To advance this movement, you can take into a 90-90 hip flow, where you're transitioning from one 90-90 position to sitting to the other side. Try doing this to actively control your movement in and out of your internal and external rotation.
So work on all of those stretches, all of those drills to try to open up those hips a little bit, and then go back into your squat. Retry that pattern, see if you can get down there a little bit easier, a little bit stronger, a little bit more mobile, and come back out of it.